What are the plans for New Year's, boys?
Mate, where else would we be other than the best event in Perth?
That's right, we're going to be at Seasons.
Seasons New Year's Eve featuring Dizzy Rascal.
Indeed, and the MacPack podcast.
Of course.
We've been invited back after our summer opener down at Seasons only a couple of months ago, where we got the opportunity to chat with a couple of Perth punters, which was absolutely fantastic, and we got to mingle with the legends that were about.
And now we're going back for arguably the biggest night of the year, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it's a bit of an encore.
Yes.
So we'll be there. If you haven't already got your tickets, you can head to the link in our bio, or you can go to Megatix and grab your Seasons tickets. Support the boys, support local, and
Support Dizzy.
and support us down there at Seasons for New Year's Eve. We hope to see you there.
Let's fucking go.
Be good for this.
Oh, that's so clean. Yeah. It's clean as a whistle.
Ready?
Oh, are we?
This is episode
117
of the show.
Holy shit.
Okay.
the Z Show. Waiting for the show. This is the show. Oh my god. G'day and welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Kenner, and to my left this week in order of the best neighbour on the panel.
Whoa.
It's my little brother Jay. How are you, boy?
Jake, how diddly doing? The greatest neighbour around. And, you know, it's a great title to have, and I'll explain why soon.
And to my right, coming in at 6 1, as he does each and every week, is the baby brother of the pack. Who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
As written in Luke, obviously, I'm always loving my neighbour, but not as much as Joe over that side of the table.
Is that a Bible reference
It
off
is.
the top?
Fantastic.
We like it. Was it by Mark?
That was Luke.
Oh, Luke.
Mark was in last week, and now we've got Luke.
How very exciting, boys. We're chatting about Joe's neighbouring goods off the top.
Exciting.
Plus the boys' Christmas party that I had last weekend.
Boys.
We also got a bit of a fast food update, a holiday hack, an advent calendar question, and Riley's bringing an everyday hero to the table. It's a massive app. So let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Bingo.
Brother Bingo.
Well, are we all well?
All right, we've forward sold it enough, Joe. Why were you a good neighbour?
Oh, yes, I was a great neighbour
You didn't
today.
say if you were good or not.
Oh, mate.
Fuck it. They don't care.
I'm just intrigued.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was a great neighbour. Obviously, not here, though. I wasn't a neighbour here. I don't know the neighbours here too well.
We've only got one. Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Shout out Jonesy.
That's a fake name, but that's what we call
The
him.
funniest part is, so our
You can
neighbours,
probably hear us.
our neighbours at the homestead, they're lovely. They're New Zealand.
Yeah, they're good, yeah.
New Zealand family.
Big call.
And I think it's
We'll find out.
9.
I have no idea.
But yeah, lovely people. We just don't have a great deal of interactions with them, but we always refer to them as Jonesy.
Yeah, because get off Jonesy's lawn. Anyway, so we do the room. We do a bit of a
For
behind
no
the scenes.
reason.
We record here. The doors open. It's probably one of the rooms that's closest to their house.
Oh yeah, we can see.
So they
that.
hear every episode.
Oh, yeah. One of their sons, that's their window.
He
We
lives-
can see him watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
often
a day
playing-
one listener. He
playing
listens.
video games and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
A lot of people listen.
I would
on-
love for him to just stick his head out right now and just give us a wave. Really change the dynamic of the pod. It's
a lot of
live
people
show.
listen on release day. But only one of them listens on record night.
Imagine if, like,
Not by choice.
could you imagine if you were sitting in your room and you heard a group of idiots
Imagine
recording a
when we
podcast
record the
each week?
songs.
And like,
Which you might not believe it when you hear them, but some of that's not the first take. We're doing that a couple times.
and think about how bad the last take
I know,
is.
yeah.
That we listen back to that and we're like, that's the one.
Yeah.
So imagine the ones that
It's
aren't the
always-
one.
Yeah, it's actually miles better than the giraffes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so I was
Miles
a I was a great neighbour today. But not for my neighbour, for Kira's neighbours. That's
Okay.
right. I was down in
Yeah, drop the street name and the address.
I was down in
Mine-
South Freo, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beaconsville.
Must be nice.
In that area.
Beaconsfield, yeah,
In that
okay.
area. Not gonna drop the address. So yeah, it was a so basically Kira lives in the front house and then there's like a back house, you know.
A trap house. Cool.
Yeah, so there's like you know, it's like
Fake?
not to give the address away, but you know, it's got letters, you know.
I shot
Got
one of my
letters.
Same numbers. Yeah, you know, you got a letter. It's a
I shot
letter
one of my
house.
short films here, Jakey.
Did ya?
Yeah, at Kira's house.
Why?
Because it was trap house. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, so Kira, the neighbors behind Kira, they're obviously like probably that's like the most intimate you can get with neighbors. It's like
Jesus.
the front and back house. You know,
What's happening with these
you
names?
borderline have the same address.
You're basically spooning.
Yeah, the houses are spooning.
Yeah.
So the house in the back, it's a mum and her 2 daughters, and it was the youngest daughter surprise birthday today. That's right.
Happy birthday.
Surprise birthday. We get the call up.
What do you mean it's a surprise birthday? She knows it's
Surprise
a
for
birthday.
you or surprise
No.
for
So her birthday is actually later in December, but it's like really close to Christmas.
Jesus.
So obviously,
Literally.
yeah. Obviously, you don't really have a birthday if it's in late December. It's a Christmas sort of thing. So they push it forward.
Okay.
We'll do the surprise party early. That way, this day is more about you. It's not full Christmas spirit. Yes.
Is her birthday on Christmas Day?
No, it's on the 22nd. That's not bad to reveal, right? It's on the 22nd
That's
of
a few
December.
people. That's not limiting who it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a big surprise birthday today. Obviously, surprise birthday. Bit delicate.
How old was she?
She's
kid
turning
or like-
8 or 9.
Oh,
She's
oh,
either
okay.
is 8 or she's
Say
turning
that,
8.
say that.
So at that point, it's a bit dangerous to be doing surprise birthdays 2 weeks before your actual birthday,
Why?
because I don't know. Are you
throw
aware
you-
of?
yeah,
Are
throw
you
you off
aware of like what day your birthday
Yeah,
is?
she did say that actually. So we're
She's like,
so,
oh fuck, is it today?
so,
Could have sworn it was like in the 20s.
so basically the reason why I'm the neighbor hero, or the every neighbor hero, is
That's
because
self-titled.
Here we go.
me and
That's unconfirmed.
because the mum was like sussing everything for the party, and then me and Kira was with like the distractors, the surprise birthday
So
party
how
distractor.
far out did you find out about this?
Oh, a couple of days ago.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
got the
you-
fucking call up.
You planned it.
I was with Kira when she got the text, like the invite. Like,
Have you
hey,
met the young lady before?
briefly? Yeah, but I don't really like to chat to neighbours too much, so I usually head in, avoid the small talk. But yeah, anyway, so we got the call up, and it's a birthday.
So
You gotta do it.
Say less.
You
Put on-
gotta fucking do it.
It's gonna be beers. I'll be there.
How many people were at this party?
Clearly not many.
It's
if they're
like
getting invited.
20 kids and their parents, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Say less.
All right. Now I'm starting. We're building a picture. I like
Anyway,
it.
So the party's at a park, right? Popular park in that area.
Name
Esplanade.
Name the park.
I don't know. Oh, it's near Coburn Arc. No, not Coburn Arc.
Oh,
Coburn, the big orange stadium?
I've got a story about that park.
yeah.
Go on.
Good park, yeah. Anyway, so we were in charge of doing the distraction, right?
Wait,
So
Joe, did you see a couch at that park by any chance?
yeah.
So when I shot my short film, obviously I had to bring set design.
Yeah.
I had to bring set design. I didn't want to be using Kira's furniture, so I went to the local salvos and I bought a nice couch.
How much?
Oh, $40.
Oh,
And
I imagine it's very nice.
it was a recliner seat actually. But then it took me like 2 weeks to finally, because me and Cade went.
Yeah,
and
so
picked
this
it up.
is sitting out the back of
Name
Kira's
drop,
house.
okay.
It was a real pain to reverse out with that fucking chair.
But,
in the
yeah,
way.
there was a chair there, and I sat there for like 3 weeks.
And it
after
rained on it.
after we wrapped the shoot, and I was like, "Come on, we gotta
chair
get
was
this out."
soaking up.
And Cade was just being lazy, never getting around to it. I was like, "Come on, dude, I need your pickup truck to do it." And then it got to like fucking Monday night at like 9:30 one night, and I was like, "Dude, we're doing it now. Like we're in these harsh hours. We're doing it now." And he asked me a great question. He was like, "Where are we gonna put it?" And I was like, "Fuck, that's a good point, dude." So then we just drove around the corner to this park and
Donated the.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's for the people.
Oh, well, someone must have picked up because I didn't see it.
It's not there
That
anymore?
would have been so funny though if we pulled up and I was like, "That's that fucking
It's that
chair's
couch.
haunting us."
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Continue.
we head up back to the neighbours to sort of. So this is the game plan. Obviously, with every surprise party, it's one of the only times where you can lie, and it's not morally wrong. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The surprise party lie, right? And so the mum was obviously, she planned this whole party. She's like pretty stressed about it, or whatever. And she's coming up with these lies on the fly, or whatever. Her and Kira like texting, like trying to arrange like, why are we taking her kids and one of our friends to the park? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So the plan was they have
flaws.
this fucking massive dog. It's like, the movie Beethoven about the dog.
Nah.
It's like a big.
What? The story's over.
It's called Saint Bernard.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
when you
that's
know
not
it's
helping.
That's when you know it's a big dog. It's named after a fucking saint. What the hell? Anyway, so the plan was, right. This is the lie we came up with.
Okay.
The reason why we were taking these 3 like girls under 10 to the park is because
Officer.
Joey.
it's because
Joe.
I,
Allegedly.
who have like hardly ever spoken to him, I have this is the lie, and they fucking bought it. They bought it. The lie was I wanted to learn how to walk a big dog because
Joey.
I've only ever had small dogs, Buddy and Poppy, which is also like not true because their other dogs are quite big.
Yeah.
So this is the lie we came up with.
You wanted
right?
to learn how to walk a large dog.
Yeah, so I needed them to show me, right?
Okay.
Anyway,
you need a
so-
9-year-old girl and her friend to show you.
And then we're obviously walking the dog and stuff.
How you going?
They were like, I'll go last.
You're a natural.
Yeah.
He's so good at this.
It was like, we'll take turns and I'll go last so I can like watch and learn, right? But we're like walking to the park or whatever. It's like massive dogs. Like you got to really like pull it if you want it to go anywhere. Like you want to stop and sniff.
Yeah.
And it's not like, you can give it a talk. You got to like yank it like to get it going. Like, fucking come on, mutt. and then we're like crossing roads and stuff, right? So very quickly, I've taken the leash off these girls because I'm like, maybe I should walk with a big dog, right? So, but no questions, no suspicions ever going like, damn, this guy's a fucking natural. It's walking that dog like it's nothing. But then, before that even, we're at the house. We're getting ready to go. We're looking for the leash. Couldn't find the leash, right? And at this point, the mum, one of her friends is there, like her friends, and then they're like, her daughter's going to the party as well. Okay. So they had come to the house to like bring stuff over or whatever for the party. And then, so we're all getting ready. They're looking for the leash. Like the party's meant to start at like 10:30. It's like 10:45 at this point when I haven't left. And then be like, come on, like we gotta go. She's like, it's hard because like everyone's like, oh, we gotta be there because like it's starting. But the kid is just like, we're just going. This idiot's learn how to walk the dog. Not a big deal at all. And then the mum's friend goes, like, oh come on, like you can't be late to the kid. She's like, come on, you can't be late to your own birthday or your own party. And then like
Silence.
so, yeah, the room just goes silent. And everyone's like, oh. And then
and she looks at you and she's like, you already knew how to walk the dog, didn't you?
and then the
You
mum
son
was
of a
like,
bitch.
Is this after you've walked the dog?
no, this is before we left, right?
So you're still gonna do that whole
Still-
facade?
yeah, because
The dog hasn't
the
even
mum was like,
she's a fucking idiot. Is what you're saying.
it like it went
She
like,
fell for it.
it went
And she
complete-
knew.
it went completely silent. And then the mum was just like, oh, she doesn't know. and then I don't know at this point because the kid was looking for, she was like really looking for this leash. So I don't know if she was like, and everyone was kind of saying like, come on, like we gotta go. And then she was like, you're gonna be late, fine, just silent. But she might have like not have. Like sometimes the room will just go silent for no reason or whatever.
I reckon for you it might.
So yeah, I don't know. The kid, I don't know because also this has happened before. Like like for example, if say like you might have a hunch like, oh, I think I'm gonna be getting this present. Like they've been
Yeah.
and then you open it and you're like, oh, I got a surprise or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
You don't want to ruin the effort
so
of them
she's
going.
a really good actress.
Yes, I wasn't sure. And
Should have
then
used her.
And then when we finally get there, we get there and we're there with the big dog and stuff, and we get in, and then all their friends and stuff, and then
So you've returned from the park.
no, we're at the park. The park is where the party's being held.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, say less.
right.
It's actually pretty
That
cool.
was the detail that was left off, was it not? Or maybe not. Anyway,
Yeah, I think I mentioned it.
so you walked to the park.
Yeah, we finally get there, and it's like been a
and
whole.
what about the mum and the other mum?
So they drove with the cake and stuff. Right?
Sneaky
Another thing
dogs.
about the cake, right? So the mum's obviously baking a birthday cake. hard to hide. So Kira comes up with the genius plan, right?
It's
Kira
Joe's
goes-
birthday.
Kira goes. She had been there the day before because she had to give him like sugar or something. Like a cake and green, like some red.
It's like Amish. Why is there such a community feel?
You need like bicarb soda or some shit to make cake. We're like, oh fuck it, I obviously don't have it, but we had some, so we lent it to him or whatever.
Nice.
And then Kira goes, oh yeah, my oven's broken, so your mum's making me a cake for my office Christmas party. And the kid's like, all right, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
These kids are fucking.
And so what happened? You get to the park.
We get to so it's obviously been a big effort to put on this surprise party because obviously like
It's been a big effort to tell the story.
putting
I
on a
can only
party is
imagine.
one thing, and then keeping it hidden is obviously a whole another layer.
Yeah.
We get there, and then the mum says like, she's like, oh yeah, she's like, all her friends and stuff are there, and then she's like, and because it's like, it's not like when you walk into a room, everyone can jump out behind the furniture.
Yeah.
Everyone's just sort of there.
On
then
the swings.
She was like, hi, everyone's sort of here, and then the mum's like, yeah, it's for you, it's for your birthday. It's like, this is your birthday party. And she was like, I didn't actually know this was happening. She's like, yeah, it's like a surprise. She's like, oh, yeah, cool.
Anyway, Joe, this is how we walk a big dog.
Yeah.
So just come over here.
Yeah. She's probably like, why didn't we schedule the lesson right for my birthday? Anyway, but in the end, the kids had a great time. But it is just funny because, like, sometimes you do stuff for kids and I guess people in general, and you're like, I hope they like this.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it can be very hard to see how it's going to go over. But yeah, in the end, I'd say big success.
And did it seem like she had a good time?
Yeah, she had a great time at the party.
Yeah, okay. How long was the party?
Oh, I don't know. I went home
Oh, you
after a
didn't.
bit.
Oh, you didn't stay.
No, I went home to I went home to read actually.
Alrighty, boys. Some breaking news out of the West.
Oh my god.
Chicken Treat, one of our favourite establishments.
Which
Chicken.
we've talked about on the show before. Boys, do you know that Chicken Treat actually follow me on Instagram?
Really?
Do they?
Yes, the official Chicken Treat page follow me, Riley McKenna, on Instagram.
Is this a
At
paid
Junior
gig?
McKenna.
Are we getting? Is this cashy?
No, they just followed me like a year or two ago.
They're really good.
I
I
was at work and I was just like,
know
cool.
of the marketing agency that do a lot of their social media stuff. Very
Okay.
funny stuff.
We got mob ties. But yeah, they only follow 5,000 people. And I'm
And you're one of
You
them.
won.
Say less. They also follow like a fair few of my friends.
Oh,
That's so strange. Do you
bizarre.
follow them?
Now I do, yeah. They followed me first. And I was like, I bet the boys got me. I got their back.
play.
I got their back like that, yeah.
nice. Well, in very exciting news, Chicken Treat, which has up until this point been a WA icon,
Yes.
Yes.
is officially heading to New South Wales with their first Sydney store opening up, I think, this week. And apparently they're set to have another 30 odd over the next 18 months. So very exciting.
Straight up.
They were, I thought they were like going under.
Well, do you remember they went missing?
Bro, they are so good. Chicken Treat.
Chicken Treat's I reckon is by far the best chicken joint you can go to.
Other than KFC, it is like cream of the crop. It is good. Like really good.
KFC's, no offense, like KFC's gross.
No offense.
KFC's
Nah,
actually,
you can't beat the dirty.
when I did eat chicken
Can't.
back in the day.
Yeah, we did this show
nothing,
last week.
Nothing goes harder than the chicken cheeseburger from Chicken Treat
Yeah.
with the fucking
That's
monster
it, bro.
chips.
Yeah.
And have you tried the new? They have mac and cheese balls.
No.
Olivia showed me.
Oh, they good?
Fucking elite. Yeah,
Yeah?
they go so off. Get on them,
Nice.
boys. But yeah, bro, and it's so filling and like so cheap. Like damn, chill, bro, chill. You know.
Yeah, it's
New
whole
South
chicken.
Wales are eating,
A whole
bro.
chicken's only like $16.
Yeah.
This is sounding more and more like a paid gig
Yeah.
with every second that we spend on it.
30
but it's
30
very exciting.
restaurants opening up in New South Wales.
33 over the next 18 months, apparently.
How
That's
many are there in WA? No, not
I don't know. But
10 or something.
this is the thing. Remember that it felt like they were shutting down? Like every chicken treat shop that you could see
Yeah, because of the.
all of a sudden just disappeared.
Do you remember the infamous? And we probably talked about this before, but like
I
the
don't-
salt incident.
And what it was like Bernie salt, wasn't
So
it?
they
Like it was
put normal salt is like sodium chloride or whatever.
Yeah, we
It's
talked
like
about this.
fine for you. It doesn't do anything. Like it just makes food taste good. And they put like I don't know exactly what it was, but they put like an actual chemical. I think they must have like got the delivery wrong. Or
Yeah, okay. Because they're
I was
making their
describing
own
the
salt.
wrong-
Find that hard to believe.
I don't. They probably had it in. You know when you go like to fish and chips or whatever, and they got those like white things with the, like a white salt tip with the chicken salt.
Oh,
and shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's probably just something like that. And they just.
Right. And they're just burning people's insides.
It was like,
accidentally.
yeah, like-
allegedly.
It was like actual chemicals, like not
not salt.
yeah, not good to
You get that on the big jobs.
And
though.
once they did that, and then obviously because they're not like I would. Is Red Rooster still really around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Rooster
They had
still-
their rebrand, right?
Well, they're all owned by the same company, I found out. They're all owned by, what do you call it? Craveable Brands.
Chicken group.
Also own Red Rooster and Porto.
Oh.
So now they're just pushing this
But that's so funny because they
chicken
have
treat
like,
brand.
the big three, but they just can't trump the Colonel
yeah,
chilling at the top by himself, dead. But
It
it's
is-
just chilling.
it is interesting because, and you guys might be able to like weigh in on this, but Red Rooster Chicken Treat, what's the difference?
Oh,
Chicken treat's way nicer.
Wow,
Red
what's wrong
Rooster's
with
like
Red Rooster?
poor.
It
It's
seems
like Povo.
it seems fresher chicken treat in my opinion.
There's a bit more of a craft to it.
Yeah.
Red
But they
Rooster's
do
really
the
just
Even
same
the
stuff.
skin. The skin is so much better from chicken treat.
Yeah, chicken treat they try and they have like different. they have like the crunchy chicken. They have like mac and cheese balls, jalapeno bites.
Yeah.
Like they're trying. They're
It's
really
almost
trying.
the same. They have very very similar menus. Just
Do they
like
do
chicken
s-
treat
Red
do it
Rooster
so much
do
better.
Red Rooster does fish and chips though. Do they still do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
do.
definitely used to.
I had it once.
I remember Nan used to get fucking fish
Oh.
and chips from there.
Not.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
The one in Riverton used to be fantastic. Shout out to the gang at Chicken Treat
Yeah, I used to
Riverton.
know a guy who he
Oh, that's
loved.
really
Yeah, I went to high school with him.
Here we go.
He loved.
I know the
he
guy.
loved chicken treat. He was like a bit of a heavier
Oh.
lad.
Allegedly.
No, he was. not gonna say his name or anything. We don't
Okay.
know who he is.
Is there more to that story?
Oh yeah, he loved. No, no,
It's
so,
just fat shaming.
Bang.
no.
bang,
He
bang.
he loved it,
That's
right? Like,
right.
he fucking loved Chicken Treat. Like, and then he got a job there, and he was like, "Man, this is the fucking best job in the fucking world.
Yeah, okay.
I love it." And then he stopped coming to school, and he became a manager.
Oh, is he still there?
I think the store is shut.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's still open.
Ah, I don't know. He's probably still there. I have no idea.
We should go. We should go. Maybe we'll do a date night at Chicken Treat Riverton this
Say
week.
less, say less.
That'd be like one of the most povo things we could do. I reckon. Very exciting for our New South Wales fans. If you do see a Chicken Treat pop up,
Tag us.
I wonder what
well,
they'll
they've,
do,
yeah, they've
because
got
it's
our
like, even-
heavy recommendation.
Because Oporto only recently, in the last couple of years, came to WA. Is that right?
Yeah.
I
Been
don't know, you're
like
telling
10,
the
but
story.
yeah.
Yeah, interesting. It makes you wonder, eh?
Yeah, very cool. In other fast food news,
Oh my god.
What?
We love
it's
fast
something
food.
I noticed while I was in Sydney and Melbourne. McDonald's chocolate soft serves.
Oh shit.
Are they
They
chocolate
are
available?
Or are we talking chocolate serve?
No, it's like chocolate ice cream,
Nice touch.
which is very cool.
Can
Because
you
I,
get 'em
I
here?
remember they used to do the like dip tops. Is that what you used to
Yeah,
call?
yeah.
They were elite.
They not still do that?
Nah, you can
Really?
get. Firstly, it's way more expensive now as well. I think it's 80 cents for a soft serve.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the cones?
I think it's more.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
and then to get like that, because you can get the flake in them.
Get a flake,
Yeah.
$5
Bro, remember when they were 25 cents?
for a flake.
No. For like, they were 25 cents. The
30. I think 30 was the cheapest they ever were.
Nevertheless,
You know
that
what-
is fucked. 30 cents.
It makes you wonder how much it costs to produce. It's like
Oh,
That's
nice.
dangerous, yeah.
scary stuff.
You
And
know
then they
what-
did the choc tops. Like you used to
Yeah, you
get
get
it,
it
and I don't know
different.
how they did it, but they're incredible magicians down there, and that have
Like
chocolate
yeah,
coating.
covered.
Yeah.
And it's
on
like
the
thick.
outside.
Those, I got to
was
say,
absolutely delightful. Now they've gone and done just chocolate ice cream, which I think
Is it
would be
available
quite
in Perth?
fun. Now it didn't used to be. They were trialing it across Australia, and WA was always left off. But currently, WA has been added to the list. There are only select stores. I'll read them all. Do we read them all? There's a few. Albany, but I'll read a few. Balladura, Beachborough, Bicton, Bunbury. So they're far and wide.
Yeah.
Butler, Byford,
any
Yeah,
metro?
Forestdale, Forestdale and Harrisdale. So Harrisdale's going. So we can
Okay.
ping out to Harrisdale. Where do we get? Livingston.
Yeah.
It's not on here. Murdoch, Melville, Morley, Mandurah, Forum.
Shout out. Shout
Yeah,
out.
but there you go. There's a few on there. You can just Google it, find it.
So
But yeah, I would like to trial.
We should try it on the show.
It's gonna be tough.
We gotta be quick.
Yeah.
We might have to do a live.
Get a
we,
Uber Eats.
we could do it with like the Porty mics.
Oh, we should.
We
Oh,
could
we'll do like a
we could do a
segment.
stakeout.
Yeah, let's do it, cunt.
There's a
Right,
few
cunt?
things that Riley's passionate about, but we've found one of them here. Okay, yeah, we'll do it next week.
What-
Fuck it.
All right.
Cunt. We'll do it next week.
All right, cunt. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're talking about. So they don't do the dip top anymore. That
Imagine we get
surprises
there.
me.
Imagine we get there, and they're like, "It's not working, boys."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Got
Yeah.
all these
Like,
podcasts. We do a live podcast from the Maccas. We could do a
We could do it inside the Maccas.
We could do a chicken treat
Oh shit.
app into a Macca's dessert app
Say less. On the road again.
on the road.
Should we?
We'll see. We'll discuss.
So, okay, I got a couple questions for you guys.
Good.
For what reason?
Soft serve, obviously the main two places that do it, Hungry Jack's and McDonald's.
Yep.
Why is the Hungry Jack's one so bad?
I thought he was going to
Like, what
ask
is-
us like a trivial question and go, which one do you prefer?
Yeah.
He just stated his case and then he was like, okay, Jax,
Like,
why does it taste like shit?
Don't work
Uh,
beating around the bush.
it's actually so bad.
Is it? I actually haven't
It's
had
really
one in a while.
icy.
It's so
not
icy.
creamy. It's just like,
I actually don't think I've had one.
Oh,
Ever?
don't bother.
I'll have to try next
Why
week
would
when we
you
do the
just go to
show.
McDonald's? Like because sometimes like I don't know, sometimes you just get the feeling like like that vanilla ice. That was one of the main things I missed when I was vegan, right? Because like
Go again.
there's like
Going back to the when I was a vegan
We-
vault.
because obviously you still eat some
Every
ice cream.
episode. Get over yourself. When did we ask? Literally when?
continue.
No,
continue.
no,
It's a safe
Go,
space.
go.
It's
It was like one of the main things I like really missed because like none of the
I wouldn't. I'm sure you can have it. Like the amount of actual fucking
Yeah,
dairy
no,
product in there is so minuscule.
It's just I don't even know. What but now I can have it, and like,
Congrats.
you ever go to McDonald's? You're like, I'd love a soft serve because you just get the like hankering for it, and if they're like, it's not working, like you're not going next door for the Hungry Jack's one.
You reckon?
It's no, they.
But I like the Storm. The Storm's good.
Storm is
are
good.
It's
So
the
what are they
same
doing? So what are they doing with the soft serve?
Is
Like
it-
what the
it
do
the
they make
same serve?
them and put them in the freezer?
Actually, maybe that's why they're icy.
No, you're not doing that.
And
Why
while
would
we're on-
anyone do that?
And while we're on it, you ever go to the movies and you go to like a
Yeah.
Non-big dog place.
yeah, where they don't have the bullet choc tops?
Yeah,
And
okay. And they're just
you're like,
making
yeah,
their
fuck
own
yeah, I'll get a
Pablo
choc top, and they
choc
give you this like
plastic bag.
little like it's always like a little chode ice cream. Yeah. It's like the cone is like this big, like an inch tall.
Yeah. And
And
it's
then
like
it's got this like this little thing, and then sometimes they'll put like one cinema in particular. My favorite cinema, Luna.
Oh, we're name dropping.
They put a little fucking lolly on the top, so you know which flavor it is.
Oh, cool.
Atrocious lolly.
oh.
So bad. I got a mint one once and had a little green. And green is like one of the worst flavors for lollies in general. Not good. It ruined the whole. Yeah. It ruined the experience, quite frankly. Never had one since.
Oh,
Shit.
goodness. Well, very exciting. We'll be making by the sounds of things, it's gotten everyone very
Very
excited here on the panel. We've got we'll be chatting about it. This is just the first of many.
Say less.
We're going to come back to this subject by the looks of things.
So let's.
If you two are so
Yeah.
passionate, I'm sure the people will share the passion.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious me. Alrighty, boys. Christmas is obviously nearing.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm wearing the Christmas hat.
You are wearing the Christmas
But
hat.
we're still a little bit far away. But traditions already start, don't they, Jakey boy?
They do. One thing that I noticed recently was someone I was chatting with was running me through like the advent calendar thing. I remember making advent calendars when we were in primary school.
Yep.
And they you don't really do Christmas traditions in like high school. Remember in primary
No.
school you just like do all these weird
Yeah. End of
that's
term
so much
4,
fun.
you're just colouring in photos of like
Santa.
old
is-
white dudes with beards.
Yeah.
Be they wise men, be they Santa, be
Yeah.
they Jesus himself.
Used to be pretty full on. And being at like a Catholic school,
hell
we
yeah.
do a lot of
Must be nice.
churchy things as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, the liturgical. The liturgical gets a little
The-
bit boppy. a little bit
nativity.
Christmassy.
The nativity.
We all do a carol. Every class sings a Christmas carol.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
One time,
Here we go.
One time we sang a Christmas version of Gangnam Style. That's the low of the low.
Run us through it.
I can't remember, but I do remember doing it.
Op, it's Christmas style. Is that?
Yeah, probably. If look, I don't like. Oh no, I don't want to make that joke.
Fair enough.
Negative.
Now
That's an off-air kind of joke.
the
Yeah.
question was raised. Do you run
Yes.
it 1 through the advent calendar? Do you run it 1 through to 25 or 25 through to 1?
Advent
I've-
calendars. Look, you get one piece of chocolate for each day. as
Well,
you
it's
count
not
down.
always chocolate. Some of the
Oh,
mature
what?
ones you get beers, which I like the sound
Oh,
of.
say
Yeah,
less.
there are cool ones where
Oh, yeah, that's true. You can do whatever you want.
because I was gonna get
It's
The world is my oyster.
It's 2022.
I was gonna get I was gonna get Kira one, and then you know you can have like one you get like a little wine and stuff every day or whatever, and that's promoting a bad relationship with alcohol. So we didn't get that one. No, I didn't get one at all, really, because I forgot.
What a man. And I vividly remember making them
It's
in
too late.
play catch up.
Nah, Boxing Day they fly like hotcakes. They are so cheap.
I vividly remember making them in primary school and then using it as a countdown so you could suss exactly how many days there were left till
So
Christmas.
The big day, Christmas.
Because like when you're, I don't know, 9, 8,
Yeah.
A month's a long time.
yeah, and like you want to make sure that you know when the big jolly man's coming.
Yes, the big fat man.
And so I would count down, and you'd just start it on the 1st of December, and you'd crank at 25.
Yep.
And you'd go, well, there's 24. And you always used to call it in sleeps as well. You don't count down in days, you count down in sleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny. Can you imagine like at work or something being like, "Oh, how many sleeps till this is due?" Like,
It's a good
I
point.
actually might use that.
yeah,
It's
because
kinda
it is
cute,
a
It's
good.
kind of wholesome.
I think sleeps. Obviously, it sounds very childish, but it's a very efficient way to measure days. Because like, can you be like, I need this in 2 days? It's like,
Inclusive.
are you including today? Like, what is going on?
How many sleeps?
How many sleeps?
Yeah.
I just had a nap. We brought this deadline forward 24 hours.
Holy fuck. No, that's I like saying. I do often like saying things that people think are cute. Do you guys ever get like that? Like I like saying night night when I'm leaving someone late at night, or be like, have a good sleep, or like sweet dreams.
Who the hell are you saying sweet dreams? You
so
finish up. You
weird.
finish up at work.
Or just like,
guys,
if
I'm
I'm
heading off.
messaging-
Sweet dreams.
If I message my mates, or like I'm with the boys, or like I don't know, it's just like.
No, you're not.
Like sometimes my mates will be like, I'll be talking to my mate about a plan or something, and then it was like, oh, I'm heading to bed, and be like, sweet dreams, kid.
That is funny. I think that's also why good evening gets a big run, because like have a nice evening. I feel like saying have a nice night is just like, I don't know. It's a bit too like.
I always say, yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. Yeah, that's what I always say.
Have a okay. Have a good night is alright,
Yeah.
but saying good night to someone like.
Oh yeah, I'd
one
never
time,
say good night.
One time I was back at my
Imagine
old.
saying that to your boss. Walk
Yeah.
past like the CEO's office.
Good night.
Good night, mate.
Yeah,
Sleep
the only-
tight, cunt.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, I guess good night. Yeah, good night. I guess you could only say that if you're leaving, like if you're like working like late, like you know.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit of like a.
Good night, mate.
That's how fucking late I'm working.
We're
Because I did
going
get a
straight
good
to
night. I
bed.
got a good night message from a senior that I was working with.
That's
my old
so
job.
low.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So lows.
He
That's
no,
how
not
you
like
roll.
like he was the one level above me.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a old dude.
Okay.
And we were like we were like messaging each other because we had like a big meeting or whatever. And he hit me with the like, yeah, good night, man. Like, good night. And I was a bit like,
I'm not going to bed yet, dude.
I was a bit like, and I think also
6
he's I think another thing. So he was like English wasn't his first language.
Okay.
So maybe like he was still like you speak good English, but maybe he didn't understand like
That
the
means
connotation. Like good night is like
you're going to bed.
fucking you got a warm milk anyway.
Yeah.
Heading to bed, you know.
That's fair.
Anyway, what about Advent calendar?
Yeah, tangent central tonight.
So you count down.
Well, I have done in the past because I find it a nice little way to calculate when
It's
the big
more exciting to count down
when the
than to
big
count
fat-
up.
Yeah, like
You
I
don't
know what the
say-
date is. Do you know what I mean? That's like December 11. Yeah, all right, got it.
No one ever says 1, 2, 3 go. It's 3, 2, 1 go. You get what I'm trying to do here, boys.
Yeah, you're counting down to
See where you're
blast
coming
off.
from.
Blast
Yeah,
off
you
is
blast
Jesus
off.
being born.
We we took it to the people of Perth
Oh, the best.
and we
people
asked the
of
question:
Australia, of the
do
world.
you guys run 1 first or 25 first? Do you do it as a count up or a count down?
And what do they think?
Do you know, like in the AFL?
No.
They run obviously the countdown clock on the TV and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
At waffle level, still, I wonder if it's for all state leagues, but at waffle level, they use a count up clock across everything. So even when you're watching the waffle on TV, they count up.
I think it's cool. I like the count up.
Oh yeah, and then you don't know.
You got no idea. Yeah.
I think
that's chill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's a
cool.
mystery. Anyway, we asked the people of Perth what the bloody hell was going on. We had 94% of people said that on the December 1, they would start chewing into their number 1 chocolate.
Okay.
And 6% of people, obviously, then went on to say that 25 is where they would kick things off. And they would run it as more of a countdown situation. So we then asked, obviously, why? Give us some context as to why you would do this.
Yes.
And as always, some of the responses
We're a bit cheeky.
were meant. Kick it off, Junior Boy.
Joe, kick it off.
Joe, kick it off.
All right, kick it off, Joe. Boy. Let's get it up.
Okay. Oh, kick it off, Jake.
So a lot of them were because it's the date. You line it with the date.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I don't appreciate because, as I said, like I know what the date is. It's an advent calendar. It's a countdown calendar to when the big man's coming.
My boy Joel. He also hit in with calendars don't count down, which is true. It's not called an advent countdown.
It's an advent
It's
calendar.
an advent calendar.
Does the advent calendar stop at 25?
yes.
See, that tells me it's a countdown.
Yeah, that's a good
Because it doesn't
point.
go to 31.
Because if it was a calendar,
go to 31.
yeah, why don't you just go to New Year's? Why isn't it a December thing? You know?
That's true. That's true. I feel like I think doing it as a countdown, I think it's got a nicer vibe to it.
Yeah.
But I've got an advent calendar, but sometimes I'll miss a day or something like that.
So you
Where's
bought
Cal-
yourself one?
No, Kira got me one.
Oh, and you didn't buy
You
one.
didn't get her one.
Well, she's not as into Christmas as I am.
I mean,
Okay.
she bought you a gift though. dude.
Huh?
She bought you a gift. She must be.
Well,
into
I'm
it
getting
then.
her gifts for the extra day. Okay, buddy?
And she's not getting you any.
No, I got the advent calendar. Yeah, I got 25 little Cadburys, and they're gonna fucking ride me to Christmas.
Nice. One of the better messages we got was from Jordan Smith, who said 1st of December equals the first number on the box.
Of course.
What weirdo counts from 25 to 1? Feels like that's something Joe would do.
Oh.
Zoz not Zoz.
Joe.
Excuse me.
Getting called out via name.
Yeah.
So
Depends on the show.
okay, that's odd.
How does that feel?
So that's interesting. I don't know how he really got there logically. So he says it's a weird thing to do. Then apparently that's me. I'm a weird guy. But
Must be a real
in
fan.
actual fact, you both do that way, and I do it the normal way.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a normie.
Checkmate.
I'm actually
Okay,
a
so I'm actually
no.
a pretty normal guy.
Yeah, congrats. There's not a huge
I mean, there's not much to it, is there?
amount left to chat about with this one. It's the date, not a countdown. Is basically what everyone said. One person said, Kaz Palamerex said, start at 1. Because A, I'm not a feral, and B, it's easier to keep track.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it is easier to keep track, but that's why you do the advent calendar countdown, so you can keep track of how many sleeps until the fat man
You ever
comes.
think that
Kaz Palomerex.
The final-
name is Kaz Palmer.
There you go. Learnings. Alrighty, boys. It's a little insightful thing I noticed on my travels in Sydney. It's not even the punchline. Was the fact that I've jumped out of one of the Ubers
Nice.
yeah.
and across the road, and another bloke pulled up, and they were obviously living in the city.
Oh, okay.
I think this was in Sydney.
Like living in the city or living in the city?
You said the same thing twice.
Like
there.
living
Do they have
on
a
the
house?
streets.
Oh
of
no,
the
no,
city?
like he had a house
Okay.
in the
In
city.
Sydney, must be
Must
all right.
be very nice.
And it was him. It was him and a mate, right? Who I've seen get out of the car. And there was a bit of jocularity, a bit of chatter.
Oh, you love that.
And then I looked over, and it made me immediately pull my phone out. I obviously take a few notes for content of things, funny little stories to tell.
Yes, of course.
And I noticed these blokes, and I found this incredibly funny. And it's one of the only sports where I think this happens. The blokes got out of the car, and they had been playing tennis.
Interesting.
Yep.
How could you tell?
Well, they both had these little tennis racket bags,
Mm.
and they were wearing them like backpacks.
Mm.
Is there any other sport where you wear like your racket or your instrument as a
That's a pack.
backpack?
Yeah, it's interesting also because it's probably the lightest
I was gonna
of
say
them.
that.
Yeah, it's way easier just to hold.
You could put it anywhere.
And they were so proud about it. They've got this big shaft running down their back.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's like you can walk around, you can kick the footy to yourself. It's cool. You can get away with dribbling a basketball. It depends what you are.
It must be the most
You can't do that.
unrequired bag ever. Like cricket bag, understand. You're putting pads, you're putting helmet, you're putting
Mm.
gloves, you're putting all
Mm.
that shit in there.
Yeah, it makes it easier to carry.
Yeah. Even like a basketball, just put it in a backpack.
That makes
But
sense.
these bags are so specifically built for the tennis racket. You slide your little racket in there and then you zip it up. And yeah, that comes with 2 straps and you wear it as a bag. And
You
they
don't
did
even
it
need
so
a bag for it.
they
to be
did it
honest.
so proudly. You can hold the racket. The
It's
racket's
like-
so light.
It's like sometimes when you would go to school on like an eventful day and you only really need like your sports bag.
Oh,
And then
fucking
you
chill.
realize that like you've just got tiny teddies in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even need this bag, but I've just got the bag for closure.
You can't walk to school without a bag.
It must be a thing in the sport where it's like, you can't walk into the arena just holding your fucking racket. Otherwise you look like a gung-ho man come from the streets. Maybe it's a part of the etiquette. It's like, you got to come dressed up.
And like
Yeah.
none of those bags have room for balls. It's not like
Nah.
he's got a sweat
They
bag.
should have
or
a
anything.
like a-
compartment at least.
Yeah.
Like, if there's one outside facing, put a pouch.
Yeah.
You can fit 5 Wilsons in
It's
there.
like a laptop case for your racket.
Yeah.
It's got to be the most or the least manly way to
They do that. In
do anything.
They do that in table tennis.
It's odd. I just found it so incredibly
Yeah,
weird.
A little table tennis fanny pack.
And I just thought I'd ask: is there ever a reason? Like, look at them. They're not big. They've only got you can only fit a racket in there.
They're not useful.
That just
Makes
serves.
it more.
And this isn't like
inconvenient.
one of the big ones that like Nick Kyrgios has, where he's got 20 rackets in it. This is a single pouch for one racket,
I wonder if it's
like that.
Is it protecting the strings?
It must serve a purpose.
It must be protecting the strings a little bit.
racket bag, $10.
So I guess if you're like tossing
money
it,
maker.
tossing it around in the back of your car, or like tossing it around like around the house, I don't know. But like you could do damage to. What if it lands on something and it cuts on the wire?
It just seems so strange. And like they must imagine finishing up playing tennis for I don't know an hour or so, and then you walk over to your bag and you like
just
put it in. Do you remember
slip it back in?
Do you remember we used to do tennis in primary school?
Yep.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah, it was terrible at it.
That was a weird concept. You'd leave class like tennis. You'd do sport,
Yes.
and then we had this tennis class, and you'd
Yeah.
just be doing math. And then his name was. Should we shout him out? Do you remember his name?
No.
Tony.
Tony!
Tony was the tennis coach.
Oh yeah.
Tony was an old dude, and he'd just rock up, and he'd just walk into your class and be like, "All right, we've got 3."
Did I do this?
Surely 3 kids out of the class would be like, "Oh yeah,
I've paid for tennis lessons.
You could be the next.
yeah." They'd be like, "Oh, you 3, you got to go. You got tennis on now," and
So
you'd leave,
lads.
and you'd leave. You'd stop doing like your literacy or whatever it was, and you'd go down to the basketball courts and you'd play tennis, and you just
Oh.
did the weirdest like, I don't know, you're 7. You're just trying to hit the
Just
thing.
volley.
Like the tennis rackets are massive.
I wonder why they didn't do it after school.
And these bloke just had a net lined up and then a basket of balls, and he just like throw balls over the net, and he just like slam. You just like trying to hit the ball back over the net. Do you remember it?
I don't know if I did that.
Did you ever do it?
I feel like it is funny some of the stuff you do at school, like just like randomly after school you have like badminton or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like why are we doing this?
It seems so. Yeah. It was odd.
Another thing I did, so I was in the
And we had sports class. We had me personally had sport 2-3 times a week.
yeah
We never did tennis because we had this dude come in and do like
Oh, yeah.
specialized tennis training.
yeah.
But when you're 7 and the only time you're playing tennis is at Tuesday between like I don't know 1:30 and 2 o'clock, you're not getting that good.
Nah.
Especially because there's 30 other kids doing the lesson,
Hmm.
and you're just standing at the back of the line watching them miss balls. And you'd have some proper kids who just couldn't hit, and they'd just take so much time because you can't have the kids stand in the line, throw them the ball, and they miss. They go, back to the line, and then they come through in 2 more minutes after every other kid's had a hit, and then they miss again. Because very quickly they've just done 30 minutes of just lining up and swinging at air.
I reckon I was a bit of a beast at tennis. I played in high school. Boys. Not going to lie. I remember it was year 8.
Did you play many games?
Circa 2016. And it was actually, I didn't know, but it was tryouts that I was actually at. And apparently I was auditioning. I was auditioning for the squad.
I didn't even know line.
Yeah, they kept saying linesman, and I was like, I don't know my line. Anyway, that was my joke. Yeah, I remember it was circa 2016. I was out there with my boy Dwight Rowland.
Oh really?
Yeah, Dwight.
Shout
Dwight
out
was
to
one of the
high
coaches.
school.
Yeah. And then I remember the teams got released, and I was like, shit, we were auditioning. And
It's
then
not it's not what it's
I was like, oh my gosh, we're auditioning.
We made regionals.
And then I looked at the list, and it was like, A grade, Max Fox. B grade, not Riley. C grade. And I made the D team. I was like, bro, say less. I'm playing inter-school. I'm representing my squad, apparently.
Yeah.
After I didn't even know that I was auditioning.
How'd you go?
And then we went to the day, and it was like,
Singles or doubles?
I went. I
Singles.
went and watched.
it was a
I went and watched you.
shocking event.
You were
State of affair. We played on brand new blue hard courts at Corpus. Must be nice. We had brand new blue hard courts, and the ball was bouncing like cray. And then we get down there, and then I look, and I'm like, "Can't. These are grass courts. I don't even know what grass courts are like. Does it go quicker? Does it go slower?"
It went so much slower.
Well, that's the thing, but it's actually meant to be like people like Nick Kyrgios prefer the grass because it slides
Yeah.
when you hit it with such velocity.
But not when you're hitting.
Oh my
not
god,
even
it's barely
bouncing
faster than that. I remember I was legit diving for balls, and I put my heart on the line. It was like so stinking hot. I was so sunburned after. And I remember I had this tennis, one of the coaches, not Dwight, this other bloke, lovely guy, but he was quite fair skinned, and I think he was a bit afraid of the big C.
Cancer.
So I remember he lathered himself in he was in whites as well, and all our uniforms are like navy blue, and he like lathered himself in white sunscreen and didn't rub it in though. He was like one of those kids. So like he does the first layer, lets it sink for 20 minutes, and then actually just like puts like covering, so you can't even see his
Like
skin.
a coat of paint.
Like he was wet, like dripping. Like, I was like,
Did he win many games?
He was one of the coaches.
Couldn't
He
hold
didn't
on
even,
to
he
a
wasn't even
racket.
playing. He was sitting in the shade. Anyway, lovely guy though. Yeah, I lost every single game. It was so sad. I came this close to winning one set or
One
a rally
game.
at least. It was like a really close game. I finished. I shook the guy's hand. I was like, "Fuck, that was a good game, bro." And he's from like Perth Mod, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, that was my left hand."
I do vividly remember that. We've got videos. I'll see if we can find the videos.
Fucking yeah,
Mum filmed
came.
it.
Mum
Mum
came
filmed
and
it.
watched every game, and I
'Cause
was
you
like,
go-
"Mum, dude, I'm a baller. Like,
'Cause-
this is not. I play basketball like this shit. Don't come and be
Because our
disappointed."
family like played
You
a
were
bit of
so, I
tennis.
saw the videos, and some of the efforts you were putting in were over the top, and
Oh
you were
my
like
God.
sliding around and diving for
I was
balls.
going for it. I wanted to at least win one because I played the first one and I was in the D grade, and this cunt was like acing me every time, and I was like, I've never been aced before, like on the hard courts. I just got aced on the slow courts. Like bros, like almost underarming it because I was standing so far back. Because in the we had like a few practice rallies. Obviously, he was like whacking him. So then when he played, I was standing so far back, and he's like, "This cunt's an idiot. Why is he standing 2 meters back? I'm not Serena Williams, dude." Like, and just knocks it over. Oh, shut up.
Oh god, we'll find these videos. They're good. Did you have something to add?
No.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack
Thank
podcast.
fuck.
But before we finish up, we thought we would award the same thing we award each and every week. It's our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero, Junior Boy. Taketh
Taketh away.
away.
Take all of us away.
Taketh and giveth away.
Okay, so I was at the beach last Sunday.
Sunday sesh. Nice.
Sunday sesh. Leighton Beach. Lovely beach.
Shout out to
Me and the
Leighton.
boys have been going down to Leighton recently. It's kind of the new spot for the
Oh.
boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So if you want to come see some sexy individuals,
Don't
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
Leighton
Let me
Beach.
it's
go.
usually me
Let
and
me
Big
know.
Ed just sunbathing and lathering one another in oil. And then yeah. Anyway, but on the way home from the beach last week today actually, I was with Olivia, and we were driving back down South Street, and we were in her car, which is a little Hyundai Getz.
Yep. Number plate.
Little Hyundai Getz. And the bottles, yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome, mate.
Nothing better than a fresh Mount Franklin that you have to crack the old seal.
I paid that for you, mate.
We use a lot of single-use plastic.
Killing the world one.
There we
plastic
go.
bottle at a time.
How's the arrogance in that?
Anyway, so driving down the freeway in the Hyundai Getz. Oh wait, no, just driving down South Street in the Hyundai Getz.
Douth Street.
South Street, boys. We've got another South Street here.
Yes! Yes!
And we're driving down Douth Street, and in the Hyundai Getz. The Hyundai Getz is quiet.
What car does Olivia drive, any chance?
It's a quiet car. There's no much revving. You know, it does its own. And we're driving down, listening to some bangers. You know.
Yep.
On lowish volume, and then I hear this rumbling coming from my nether regions, coming from behind me, and I'm like, "Holy shit! What is this rumbling?" And obviously, a motorbike. A single motorbike, like a two-wheeler, right?
Yeah.
And there's like,
Isn't that the rule?
and then so we're in a 3-lane, obviously South Street. There's no one in the middle lane. We're in the left lane, no one in the middle lane, and there's someone in the right lane. So then this motorbike comes flying through the middle lane, and I'm like, "Holy shit, there's a motorbike!" You know, like you get scared. You know when they go fast and they like rev, and you're like, "Fuck off." You know when they go fast, how fast, and you're like, it's obviously attention grabbing. Every time you're just like, "Whoa, there's a motorbike." But usually they ride in one or packs, right?
Yeah.
But this was a duo.
Oh.
And the next one that came was in a 3-wheeler.
Oh.
A 3-wheeler motorbike.
A trike.
Motor
A
trike.
trike, right? A tricycle.
Not a sidecar. A trike.
Yeah, no, like a tri. Like a one at the front, two in the back.
Like Mr.
Yeah.
Bean car.
But like size of a small motorcycle. And it was going, and I was like, shit, bang, there's one. And this chick came after, trailing.
She's on a quad bike.
And no.
She's in a car.
She was in the 3. She was in the 3.
She's in the triple.
So we get a double and a triple.
Okay.
And they both go. I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. And then they kind of slow down a bit because we're approaching a set of lights. And as we pull up to the lights, I'm still fascinated by this 3-wheeler. I don't usually see a 3-wheeler.
You know what you never say? The old motor, the motor uke, the motor ute, the motorbike unicycle.
It's so dangerous.
You never see it.
I mean, you do see it, but there is a second wheel
Oh, what?
attached. That
A
it's just
single
in the air.
wheel.
Can you imagine if you know how you hear about like bikey gang violence or whatever? If you like, there was like, say there was like a big thing, and then they got the big boss, and it's this guy, like massive dude on a single unicycle wheel.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, what are you saying?
And then we pop up to the lights, and I'm still looking at this 3-wheeler. I'm like, damn, this is pretty cool. I'm not into bikes or cars or anything like that, but I'm like, this one, something especially about this one is cool. And I noticed it had something hanging off the back, what?
A set of nuts.
No, just off the back of like the seats here, and there's a thing hanging right behind the chick riding the bike. And I'm like, damn, there's more wheels attached to that thing.
What?
Where's the other wheel?
It's a wheelchair.
Hang on.
She's riding a wheelchair on the road.
No, she is a woman who's restricted to the wheelchair in her normal life.
So it
she's
wasn't a
got-
trike.
But it was a tricycle. But it had a wheelchair on the back. Hence
Was
it
the
being,
wheelchair also-
hence she needing 3 for
Was
balance.
the wheelchair also trike?
No, it was a doula. Alright? I didn't expect you guys to I thought this was gonna be one of those wholesome ones where you guys
How is
like-
it wholesome? How's it even? What's she doing? She's just driving around.
Yeah, but she doesn't have functional legs, but she's still pursuing her vocation in being a madman riding the bike.
Okay, but would it not a bike be easy if you're because you don't
Here we
you
go.
drive it with your hands, don't you?
No, well, you do need your legs to some. No, you need your legs because bro, have you pull up a set of lights in a 2-wheeler, Joe? Balance, mate. Try balance. She needs the 3, but obviously she might have lost the legs function on the bike. What? She might have lost the function of the here it is. There it is.
Can you take a
Oh,
photo
fuck
of
this.
it?
Yeah.
I take it back. That's sick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I realized I was like, what's that thing hanging off? And I'm like, oh, she's clearly
It's her legs.
she's clearly inept to walk or balance on the 2-wheeler. But she's just changed her equipment
Okay, I see what you
to
mean.
pursue to keep her
so
dream
she's,
alive.
She's gotten past her challenges or whatever,
Yes.
and it still follows her passage of motorbikes with not the bike for the trike.
Yeah.
I see your point.
So
We
she
love
gets
to
she
see
gets
her.
off this and she wheels around with her arms. But I just thought it was cool because it was like some people would fall off a motorbike and never want to ride again. but
That's
she's going,
fair.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
We
still
are
gonna do it."
assuming that that's how she's ended up in the position she has ended up in.
Yes, but
I think
it's-
that's cool. She's
I've never seen a fucking
Oh god.
wheelchair.
I know they're
attached to
vibe.
a
That's
Harley
yeah.
before.
There you go.
She's
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
probably-
And it's like so not like bikey. Like imagine a bikey. Like it's kind of embarrassing for a bikey to not be able to not be a big tough guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know if it was a guy.
Is it a
girl.
guy or a
I thought
girl?
it was a girl, but it's just long hair. It could
You've
be a
been
guy.
saying girl this whole time until right now.
Look, does the gender really matter?
No.
No, well,
Anyone could be
none
an
of the other
everyday
facts
hero.
seem to.
I do. Okay, I see your point now. I was a little bit lost there.
Well, I'm just saying it's just like usually bikies are big tough guys.
yeah.
And this guy clearly is still a tough guy at heart, but he
Yeah.
just doesn't have the physical capabilities. But he's
He's still following his dreams
He's-
despite
We like
whatever.
that. We
he's
like
riding
that.
the trike.
We don't let the
Here we go. Here's the switch up.
the
Yeah.
There you go.
we don't let the physical limitations of ourselves decide what
do.
our desires are, and that's why this week's Everyday Hero is a very wholesome, very well behaved Everyday Hero. Goes to what do we want to call him?
The trike. The trike. I don't know.
Every trike here.
The Trike Hero. Yeah, no, I like it.
I trike it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, nice. Well done to all involved. That was a great hero, Riley. I really
It
appreciate
was
it.
good. It was a bit. It was up left field. I liked it.
Yeah, nice. I like it. That's why this week's Everyday Hero goes to the 3-wheel Harley Hero.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice.
Sold. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of the episode of the MacPack podcast. Before we finish up this week, We just want to remind everyone to go and give us 5 stars.
Oh my God! Scroll
Yes.
up, you
Give it-
prick.
Go and give us 5 stars on Spotify.
Or whatever stars you think we deserve, which will be
No,
five.
only 5. Only 5. Thanks.
We've only got
Just 5. Sorry, just in. Just 5.
So you can do. I think all the other buttons are broken. 1 through to 4 don't
So, yeah.
seem to work, and don't try either. Just do the 5. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, congratulations! You're the only person left in the world who uses Apple Podcasts, and you can leave a review there. So give us 5 and leave a review.
Yeah.
If you're on Spotify, you can rate us 5, and then instead of writing a review, just message our DMs on Instagram. It's very nice. We actually had quite a number of ratings recently, which we appreciate. But we want to know who's listening. We want
Yes,
to know
we
what
do.
you think.
We want to find you.
Thanks, my guy.
So message us very similarly to the way that Emily Wardy, wow, a lot of has done exactly
on
that.
the
She
beat?
goes, lads, boys, you've been on my mind, and I have to let you know, you guys are the highlight of my mornings at work. I work at Get Chunky.
Junkie.
Classic.
We sell cookies if you're unaware. Vegan ones too. There you go,
Joey.
Joe.
Joe,
Yes.
get your cock out.
And I'm often starting work early by myself.
Oh.
How do I start my day, you ask?
How do you start your day? I
The
ask?
MacPack podcast. You guys have me giggling my way through my 4:30 a.m. wake ups.
Oh.
And honestly, I just got to say thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm still only like episode 37 or something, but
Oh
I'm
my
getting
God.
there slowly. Keep up the absolutely legendary work. And thank you for getting me through my morning.
I hope she does keep going because she's in for some good stuff.
She is.
She's gone through the rough.
Well,
She needs to persevere.
Yeah, she's
Which
almost in the favourite.
She's getting to the good part. That's around the episode where you talked about Magna House for the first time.
Wow.
36.
Who would have thought?
Orange, something about orange juice, pulp in orange juice, and a
And
security
so
guard.
that's pretty loose.
It was pretty loose.
Yeah, that's a good app.
That
Who
was
would
a
have
great
thought
app.
that how many weeks
one of my
later we'd
favourites.
basically, we're there all the time.
Well,
That's fantastic. It's now dawning on me that if she's at episode 37 and we've read this out on episode 117,
I'll see you next week.
she might not hear this until
A couple of months.
well and truly into next year.
So we hope you've had a merry New Year.
Yeah, why don't we
we
all
hope
try
you're
and
still here.
guess the date where she hears it, and then she can let us know.
Oh shit.
That's fantastic. Okay, cool. All right, that.
So she probably listens. Oh no, you guys guess first.
I'm gonna say 2 a week, 3 a week, 3 episodes a week.
Nah, more.
Let's say I'm gonna say April 10.
Oh, that's so cunty. 'Cause I was
She'll
going to
hear
say
this.
very close to that.
Okay, I'm gonna say March 4.
Charlie?
January, February, March. I'm going to go the latter half. My birthday, April 14.
Oh,
Wow, that's some tight timelines. Okay, cool. Well, we'll probably never readdress that again. So that's fantastic.
She's gonna stop listening.
She's already stopped.
Boys, absolute pleasure to sit down and chat to the two of you. We are only, 2-3 weeks away from seasons?
Oh yeah.
So if you haven't already bought a ticket, make sure you do so. We're going to have a competition running at some point, so stay tuned for that on the social pipes. We've got some tickets to give away. We've got some... basically, money can't buy opportunities to give away as well as part of that. So make sure you stay tuned and enter the competition.
Say less. Actually, money probably could buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
We
Maybe.
had lots of it.
Boys, until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to...
Go give your mum a hug.
It's Chapper now, but not forever.